At the very end of the Eagles-Packers game, Jordan Love's left knee appeared to pop after he took this hit at the very end of the game. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at what exactly I think happened on this play to the Packers' star quarterback. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dr. Brian Suter, and the goal in this channel is to teach you about the medical side of the sports world. So let's take a closer look here at Jordan Love's knee injury. Now, this is important to think about the knee, but also I want to warn you that we could be seeing reports of an ankle injury after the dust kind of all settles and there's been some time for things to develop, because this mechanism is something that we will commonly see cause both an ankle injury and knee injury. But the big thing that everybody is, of course, seeing here, and I want to focus on in part of this video, is this pop, right? Because we all see or hear anything that pops on TV. We think about things like ACLs, we think about ligaments, and here you can certainly see something that shifts, some sort of pop right here in this position. There to there, something pops. Now, whether that's a ligament, etc., we'll talk through that. But I want you to look further down at Love's ankle, because this position of his ankle, where the foot is externally rotated as the Philadelphia player is kind of falling and landing on him, is also going to cause a potential high ankle injury. So here's the position of concern. Number one, if we focus on the position of the foot, we're going to see that Love's foot is externally rotated. So that means that the foot is pointed out this direction relative to the position of his knee and his thigh pointing forward. So as we continue to roll this clip forward here, what we'll see is that foot gets trapped, the knee's forward, so the ankle is up in dorsiflexion. So then as the player falls into him, you see that forced external rotation, dorsiflexion, along with that knee pop. This position right here is going to stress that high ankle sprain ligament down in the ankle, as well as stress some of the ligaments around the knee, specifically the MCL, but also when we see a shift like this, what do we worry about with the ACL? I will say right off the bat, before we get to our anatomy tool, the pop that we see, the shift that we see, does not look like the typical ACL shift that everybody's concerned of. Certainly, as the player comes in here, we do see a bit of a straight knee. We see this load come in from the outside in, and so that's going to impart a valgus load, meaning it's going to want to push the knee inward, and so this can certainly stress the ACL as well, but it doesn't look like the typical shift pop that we see with an ACL injury, and combined with just this extreme angle, if we kind of adjust our picture here a little bit, that we see down on the foot, this is very classic for that MCL high ankle sprain position. Next, we'll take a look at our biodigital anatomy tool and correlate the footage with what we see in our anatomy. But first, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video. This video is sponsored by Bombas. Hands down, Bombas are the most comfortable and best socks I've ever worn. First off, I love the variety of options they have. These nice, lightweight, really thin running socks, some taller athletic socks if you're going for more of that tube look. And then there's my favorite and my daily go-to, their ankle running socks. I absolutely love this nice little built-in arch support, a little heel guard on the back so your shoe doesn't rub, and they have a really nice seamless design that doesn't rub and dig in and irritate your toes. And their materials are second to none. For example, they've got this really nice merino wool that helps regulate temperature in any environment. Right now, new customers can get 20% off their first Bombas purchase by heading to bombas.com/BrianS. Use code BrianS at checkout for 20% off, or just scan the QR code here on the screen. They're not only designed to feel good,